Recording in progress. मीठे से वतन में।
तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं। हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। आप रहो संग संग बाबा, यूं ही आप रहो संग संग बाबा, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी। बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं।
Taking everyone's love remembrances this morning when I went to Baba to offer bhog to Baba. Baba was in his lovely stage and looking at all his children who are also lovely. Lovely and lovely. So Baba was lovely and lovely, and looking at all of us, we were also lovely and very lovely. Beautiful meeting through drishti, sharing drishti. This today, when I was sitting here, after a little while, I just felt like some like subtle, must be angelic form or something. Just went up, like I could feel that body is here and the angelic form, because I just felt a small image just went up. I never, this was first time. And so after a few minutes, after sharing drishti and our love with Baba, he said, Baba, I brought bhog for you. And Baba definitely, that's what he does is give drishti to the bhog and accept bhog. And Baba said, children like to be with Baba. So when you want to be with Baba, then where is Baba now? So I said, you are in subtle world. So you all want to be with me, then you have to be also in your subtle form. So by saying that, in other words, like Baba is indicating our angelic stage. When we are in angelic stage, we are with Baba. So in angelic stage, do Baba have any thought? Yeah? No? Hmm? Mhm. So from there, where we have to go after? Home. No? Even if I am in angelic form, but thought is to go home, is next. Baba not only looks at our angelic form, but what he looks at, the sparkle, that's what he looks at, sparkle of each child. And just imagine you all in subtle region, how much sparkle will be there. Sparkle of all attainments, sparkle of contentment, sparkle of purity, your fortune, it's beautiful sparkle. Baba said, this is like a pilgrimage place. You all have come for pilgrimage. And especially this pilgrimage now, this time, is the confluence, Sangam of what Sangam of? Hmm? Sangam of all the rivers. Rivers like Sangam, no? Sangam of Allahabad, what Baba. One is confluence age, another is confluence of where rivers meet. There they have Ganges, Yamuna, and Saraswati. Saraswati, how many of you had been to Sangam? Few. You could just see the Ganges, blue water, little muddy color water, Yamuna. And of course, they say that Saraswati is incognito. So pilgrimage places of all the rivers, not only for sisters, right? Brothers are rivers also. So when it's the confluence of all the rivers, so did you take enough dip? Hmm? Just imagine so many rivers and its confluence. So dip. Hmm? So what happens when you have taken dip? Any kind of why people go to take dip is that everything dissolves. Right? There they talk about sinful actions, but there you don't have sinful actions. But very, very subtly, if any kind of heaviness, sorrow, anything is there, by taking dip, it just removed everything. Baba, after this, amongst yourself, what you all did, Baba wants to give a special gift. And take this gift from here. When people go to pilgrimages, they always bring with them some blessings. So today, Baba wants to give a very special blessing. Always see through the eyes of knowledge. Always see through eye of knowledge. And that is your third eye. And that is eye of knowledge. If you see every, whether it's a person or place, soul or part of the soul or the part of the soul, person or the place, when you will see through the eye of knowledge, you will see the truth. But if you see only through these eyes, then you're not seeing the reality or the truth. You are seeing which is very external. And also use this blessing which you all heard when you were young. Brahmin says, and through these two eyes, what you see through these two eyes. It's a very common, right? Which we don't do much, right? One eye, mukti. Other eye, jivan mukti. All the time, eye of knowledge, and then beyond. You can't keep seeing here now, right? Beyond is what? Mukti, liberation, jivan mukti, liberation, life. It was such a beautiful experience. That means if I am using this blessing which Baba is giving me, you won't see anything in the world. There is no world for you. And Baba said, at present, if you all instruments do that, you will see a big change. Not only change, but what you are thinking of future, you will experience at present. Future has to be experienced at present. When you are in home, you won't really feel I am in home. Will in the incorporeal world, will we feel that we are at home? Now, at this time, all the time, my home. So all these lokic homes, lokic places, you will go beyond everything. My home. This will be your real experience. I'm living in my home. And that is incorporeal and no bondage. That means I'm not acting based on sanskar, my thoughts, my mood, the sanskars, which still play very strong role sometimes. You will feel that freedom and you will know that golden age, heaven, divine, deity, whatever is your life. So this short time of confluence age, create this as your real experience. And that will make you true guide. You show the path through words, right? You explain. But when you will be in that stage and talk and say, everyone will have that real experience. So you will have meeting about what more plans, what surveys. We talk of social media, but whether you all are enough. Big social media yourself. You are still thinking, planning more on external level. It's all right to do that also. But when it spreads, what you going to do? You have to be ready for that, no? So what will come in social media will be living ones, right? Not pictures, illustrations. And today Baba was making it feel so real that okay, you do, people come to know, but ultimately they will come to you, right? So what we should be, so that when they look at you, talk to you, whatever, they could just have experienced, their third eye opens and they could feel liberated from whatever is happening and clear about their future. So Baba said today, Baba wants to give this as a gift, as a blessing, but also looking at, Baba said, you will do it immediately or tomorrow or when you will do. Yeah. Baba says, start from now. Start from now. And today, especially, you will get more power from Baba, no? Because he is giving direction in a way. And then, you know, after this blessing, Baba said that what you experience, Baba's love, Baba's help, and that's what everyone else needs is love and help in the sense of just be willing to cooperate in whatever way. And then again in today was Loveline and Lovely's. Baba became lovely, very lovingly. She gave lots of love for each one of you. Thing which you all must have already experienced, right? And in Bhakti Marg, the path of Bhakti, they only have Vedas and scriptures. And we have scripture every day. Every day new scripture. Today is two short Murlis, but very, very powerful. Okay, Om Shanti, everyone. What is our final stage? Karmateet, right? Karma atit means beyond. We in English we say perfection, but karmateet, karma is karma, right? Atit means you are beyond now, whether it is past karmas or present even. So today's Murli is Baba saying you will start seeing the signs or qualities in the souls of becoming karmateet. Baba is just saying Mahavir souls will experience this, but we all are Mahavirs, right? Is there anyone who is not Mahavir? Can I see hand? Everyone is Mahavir, right? So Baba says the signs or the qualities of karmateet stage. Are you continuing to come close to the karmateet stage? Let me see hands. But you said you are Mahavir, right? So everyone is, right? Are you continuing to come close to karmati stage. Actions are increasing, service is increasing, but to be karmateet means actions are increasing, but to be karmateet means to be beyond the effect of any bondage of actions, effects of any bondage of action. That means even, anyone we talk, oh, I am very busy. Oh, I have to do this. Like all the time, you could feel our personality is become very service or action oriented. So Baba is also saying that at present, this all the time, this consciousness, Dadi Janki never used to she used to tell us, no, cannot say that I am busy. You cannot, it's like she always used to say subtle bondage. In intellect, I have to do this. Why still busy? I have to, it's like, you understand what this aspect is. Bondage here is not karmic bondage, but presently having all the time in intellect action is also a bondage because it should be there. Right? It's the subtle meaning. So let this experience continue to increase and let there be detachment. And detachment in the word is nyara. You did it and then you are beyond it. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. It shouldn't have been like this. This one, it's like intellect is still lot with what we did and what we have to do. So intellect is not going beyond. Let this experience continue to increase. Let there be detachment, just as I, the soul, performed actions through this body and then became detached from it. You do it and just be detached from it. So do not be affected by any task. Whatever the result is, whatever the result is of any act you carry out, let there be detachment in attaining the fruit of that task. How many people came, how much happened, it's like result is there. So detach from action, detach also from the fruit of the action. So the fruit of actions means not to be affected by whatever is the result, but just continue to experience total detachment. Nyare, nyara. I mean, it's still detachment, but it's a little bit more like detachment could be, oh, I have nothing to do, right? Could be, oh, I have nothing to do. That kind of detachment here. Okay, I did it sweetly, like you are detached. That's Nyarapan. It's a little different. Let it be as though someone else made you do it and you just did it. Someone made you do it and you were just the instrument. It's like Baba played through me. Baba made, I mean, we have to be a little careful because these days there are a lot of Babas and lot is going on. So when I was reading this, I said, no, don't do let anyone else come. But it is remembrance of Baba, presence of Baba. Right? Don't let anyone come. There are many waiting to come to use us as instruments. But we don't want that, right? Understanding what I'm saying. Yeah. Brothers, understanding. At least you should nod or say somewhere, are you listening? Yes, I know. No, why I'm saying it because, so many soul slave body these days. So we don't want to connect. We don't want to say, oh, somebody should come and do for me. And there are many who will come and do. But I don't want that, right? Remembrance, I am soul, Baba's child. So it's like Baba who is helping. However, you have to be detached even about being an instrument. I still remember one of the personal blessing which I never forgot. We had taken a lot of VIPs at that time. And Avyakt Dada came and he was saying, no, you all did this. I said, but Baba, you do it and why are you praising us? And then Baba said, always be instrument and go beyond the awareness of being instrument. And that blessing I never forget because otherwise we keep internally something come up. Oh, I was the one who became instrument. This Brahmin, oh, I am the one who gave knowledge. Dari says some don't even forget whom they gave course. They have names and addresses, everything. I gave course to these ones. I am. So this consciousness of being an instrument also could be, hindrance and becoming karmateet because again it's a bondage. You have to be detached even about being an instrument. Do you feel that your karmateet stage is increasing in this way? It's not a one day thing, no, it's increasing. You could feel you getting detached, you're becoming nyara. The stages of the maharatis are continually to be different and loving compared to with those of others. If you are Mahavir, right, one of the sign is you won't get involved into little things always happen and they are not intentional. Sometimes they just happen, right? So you don't just get into affected or involved, but rather you just say, Mahavir will just go beyond it. Okay, it was drama. Don't lose trust. Don't misunderstanding. Don't hold anything for anyone. Drama. Still have that love, trust, everything. So that one person will be called Maharati. You understand? The stages of Maharatis are clearly seen to be different and loving compared to with those of others. So you don't make face, turn away from that person or make faces. If you are Maharati, okay, still be lovely. So to be detached is more easy or to be loving is more easy. If you are truly detached, you will be truly loving. And if you are not able to be loving, that means something is affecting you still. The stages of Maharatis are clearly seen to be different and loving compared with some of others. Those of others, are they not? Just as Father Brahma was very clear, in the same way, the instrument souls in the corporeal forms are also becoming clear with their corporeal forms number wise. That means while in body, their karmati state is visible by being detached and lovely. Karmatit means being loving and detached. Now, first is loving. because loving can create attachments, right? People are loving, so you get attached. Karmateet means, no, definition of karmateet in 2 words now. Don't go in too much. What is karmateet? Loving and detached. Others perform actions. You also perform actions, but your way of performing those actions is different. There is the difference in the stage also. Way you perform action and your stage is different. Whatever happens, you just become detached from that. You perform actions, and after performing actions, you feel as though you didn't do anything. Because we know that there are so many things Baba gets done through us. We cannot take any credit. You all feel sometimes. I just say, Baba is getting it done. Baba is getting it done. Whatever happens, you just become detached from that. You perform actions, and after performing those actions, you feel as though you didn't do anything. You perform actions. So Baba says, the one who inspired you, made you to do it, you will continue to experience such a stage all the time. Baba making it happen. Baba is making it do. And Baba will also make it happen. No burden. How will it happen? Will it happen? Will it be done? No, this kind of subtle heaviness. The one who inspired you, made you do it, you will continue to experience such a stage. You will feel lightness. While performing actions, there is lightness in the body and lightness in the stage of your mind. Lightness of body, because angelic stage. And the lightness in the stage of your mind and the result of actions does not pull your mind. 4 stages, 4, 3. You will continue. So Baba says you will feel lightness. You all must be noticing every time you do, you are lighter than before, right? Intellect. While performing actions, there is lightness in the body, lightness in the stage of your mind, and the result of actions does not pull your mind. Do you have such a stage? Yes, but percentage, right? You all have. We experience it, but the more the tasks continue to increase, which will, right? Why you planning service, more service? So we can't complain why there is so much service. The more the tasks continue to increase, the more your lightness will also increase. Actions will not pull you to themselves. Actions will not pull you to themselves, but you will carry them out as though the master is inspiring the actions to take place. Master is inspiring to take place, actions to take place. An instrument is carrying them out as an instrument. So that's karmateet stage. One is beyond lovely and detached, another is lightness. Because that lightness, otherwise people see us coordinators running with telephone, walking with. So what's the vision? Is that angelic form? I remember whenever I used to be here and will walk with the telephone. My brother Rick, he's not here. Maybe he's listening somewhere. That doesn't look nice on you. That doesn't. So I said, but people have to run to give me phone. So it's not we won't, but think about it. How can that happen? Huh? Yeah. So anyway, this has to be reality, and how that can become reality, as I think we move along, that will happen. Okay, so what is most important? Lovely, detached, and lightness. The sign of lightness in the soul is that the special powers of the soul. Now, what is lightness? The special powers of the soul, the mind, that means light mind, intellect, light intellect, and sanskars will continue to become light in the same way. Your thoughts will give you the experience of a stage of complete lightness. We do feel like few moments here and there, but if that could become, do it more often, look at it. And when you have to decide, the power of the intellect will also work as though it hasn't done anything. Even deciding, for me, sometimes I've not, once in a while, lot of stress. Every minute, should I do this? Should it be done? It should be like, it's like you have a computer, right, in the brain. Press yes, no, yes, no. No, like at you come to airport, you have to, yes, no. Sometimes I feel because every minute they ask, should we do? I said, can you ask little less questions? Can you let me? There are a lot of things you don't need to ask. Please do it. No? Do you like this? Do you want tea? Do you want? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I say, stop it. So we feel that heaviness, no? I mean, you all will reach to that stage where you will have to decide all the time. Or so, how do I? The stage comes where you have to feel that lightness of intellect, right? The power of intellect will also work as though it hasn't done anything. And then sanskars will also not attract you. Lot of things happen intentionally, suddenly, or become you are aware, but you are allowing sanskar to affect your mind, affect your mood. Same thing comes back. Maybe few months you didn't do it, but then little situation, or you could be a big, and that's where sanskar just really attack, right? Baba says that a sanskar will not attract you. Mind will be light, intellect will be light. That means you're deciding, but you're not feeling that stress or whatever. And third is sanskar will not attract you. It will be as though the father's sanskars are working through you. So Baba says you will experience lightness in all three subtle powers, the mind, the intellect, and sanskars. It will automatically emerge from everyone's hearts and the lips, as is the father, so are the children. Loving and detached. As is the father, so are children, loving and detached, because according to time, the atmosphere outside will continue to become heavier day by day. Sit in the car, gasoline is expensive, eat, food is expensive, war is, it's like heavier and heavier. The heavier the atmosphere outside becomes, the lighter the thoughts, actions, and relationships of the specially beloved children will continue to become lighter, heavier there, lighter here. You understand? So when we return now, karmateet stage, because the atmosphere is tamo pradhan, Others will experience heaviness in many different ways. There will be heaviness in the nature because a lot of anger. These days, if you hear, of course, violence of gun is one thing, but little rage is so much. Little thing happen and people blow off. Little thing happen. So because they are heavy, inside, there will be heaviness in the nature, heaviness in the attitude of human beings. Religion, color, every day. You just don't need to even open anything. Even in India, every day there is one city. Buses, trains are being, but all that is religious or whatever it is. So heaviness in many different, heaviness in the nature and heaviness in the attitudes. See, attitude is very subtle. It's like a little, could be fragrance or could be a germ. It's a very, very strong, but not visible. So Baba says, for this too, your lightness will make others light. Acha, everything is going well, right? Is it not? You are not affected by the activities. Too much to do, right? These words won't appear now, right? So much to do. All the time, lot to do, right? You are not affected by activities, but you are able to create an impact on the activities. Your presence should make what is happening more lighter. Then you also come around and keep saying, oh, so much to do. They are already doing so much, and then you say that. It's all right. We could get it done. It will be done. Light, completely light. Any fluctuation in the activities does not affect you. Again, sometimes certain things you plan, good intention doesn't work at all, but should not affect you. An unshakable stage also makes task unshakable. A task that is impossible in every way, easily becoming possible and will continue to do so. What is impossible? Don't think that way. It will become possible. Don't say, no, Dadi Jan kya. Don't say how, when, what. It will happen. It will happen. So, on the way to karmateet, right? Everyone. Very interesting. Baba keeps simplifying it. And I forgot to tell this is the Murli of April 6, 1991. It was spoken because those days Baba used to come after every 2 days. Short Murli, and was used to be personal meetings and all that. So there is another Murli which is of April 10th, 91. Now you are karmati. So what you get? What you get? In order to be seated on the heart throne. So first you get, if you are karmatit, what you get? Heart throne and the throne of the world. In order to be seated on the heart throne and the throne of the world, what you have to do? Very simple. Give happiness and take happiness. See, happiness, they say sorrow, right? Dukh. And then they say sukh. Dukh, sukh, right? It's good to learn these two words. So dukh is sorrow, sukh, they translate happiness, but there is little difference. We don't know exactly, but sukh is more making someone happy, comfortable. It's like desire is fulfilled, or sometimes suddenly you feel somebody needs something, you do it, and you make that person. Of course, we will say happy. but it's the word sukh. Sukh do, sukh lo. So I was sharing with them that one day Brahma Baba said that there are so many intelligent, so many good children coming. Look at Jagdish, he writing so much. Look at this one. So they can claim number higher than me. And then he smiled. You know, his smile was very meaningful. But don't, they can't take number one because I am number one. Because he said, मैं सबको सुख देता हूँ. I gave joy, happiness to everyone. That's why I will claim number one. So just remember, even when you're giving knowledge, you are Baba's children, we want systems, we want rule regulations. But to get blessing, you have to give sukh, no dukh. And Eric said very nicely that this meeting is about people removing their sorrows, whatever is left in them from Madhuban, from here, there. So they were able to talk about it freely amongst themselves or in whatever way. So you all going as Sukhi, right? No Dukh? Let me see hands. No Dukh. That's beautiful, really. So we are what Baba is saying, right? Okay, so Dukh Sukh. Today, now for that, before that, there is a balance. To go beyond Dukh Sukh, there is Balak Malik. Yeah, you know these words. Today, the master of the world, seeing his children, who are children, that is Balak, and the master, that is Malik. You know when to be child and when to be master. Sometimes we do opposite, right? Where I need to be child, I'll become master. Need to be master, I say, oh, I am so young, you know. But you are also, so that balance is very important. All the children are at present master of themselves, and in other births too, you will become masters of the world. Child, confluence age, and masters in many births. Godly children become the masters. So just imagine you have to create both capacities at confluence age. These are like real practical things. These are not intellectually, I know them, but every moment it's like you have to be child and master. So Brahmin souls means, Brahmin souls, listen, means masters. At present, you are to say that you are the masters. You are not under the influence of your physical organs. Because first is self-sovereignty, right? This is why you are children who are the masters. You experience godly intoxication of being a child. What is your intoxication? A godly child. And you also experience. So, what is your intoxication? That I am a godly child. The intoxication is of being a self sovereign. So, you have double intoxication. Just imagine the sign of intoxication. How do I know for myself or anyone? The sign of intoxication is imperishable, imperishable spiritual happiness. Sadi Gulzar always used to say, happiness is your net result. How happy you are and how long, and is it consistent, or Maya still comes and attack. And then this suddenly, then anger comes, this comes. So what can you do, right? Intoxication of being a self-sovereign You have double intoxication. The sign of intoxication is imperishable spiritual, imperishable spiritual happiness. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be the souls out of the whole world who have fortune of happiness? Vaha, my elevated fortune, that is my elevated task. No, that is my elevated luck. You have the fortune of happiness and you constantly eat the nourishment of happiness and serve others also with that nourishment. Be happy, make others happy. Some are happy, but we have to give happiness. You give others the great donation of happiness and you create for your fortune of happiness. Yesterday, I think Eric keep asking this question. Some of you were not there, but yesterday we had Ken, Eric, and myself, and Eric was asking very meaningful question. Word giving, how you give, and Baba says, he asked very good question like power of yoga in golden age. Baba said, donate power of yoga. What is that exactly? Some very good questions. So Baba is also saying that you give others the great donation of happiness and create their fortune of happiness. In the same way, have you made your life as valuable as diamond, or are you still making it that? Have you already made it that, or is it still being made? Still being made that now. Brahmin life means to stay in happiness, eat the nourishment of happiness, stay in happiness, nourishment of happiness, and stay in the swing of happiness. Be that, right? Eat that and swing. So interesting. So when they show Sri Krishna in the swing as soon as it's born, means happiness. You are such Brahmins, are you not? That you are happy, you eat happiness, and you swing in happiness. Your life itself is happiness. Your life itself is happiness. If you do not have happiness, you do not have a Brahmin life. That means some Kshatri sanskars, not Shudra. Shudra sanskar and Vaishya doesn't touch us much. But Kshatri ones, yes, because the border, no silver age. So from golden we go in silver. Then we come in golden, then we go in silver again, right? That means then we are defensive, argumentative. It's like Kshatri, still warrior a little bit. So just we have to be careful. If you do not have happiness, you do not have a Brahmin life. To remain happy is to live a life worth living. Because when people are sad, better I don't live, better I don't, that's where depression, then a lot of other things happen. So today, Bab Dada was seeing now the account of charity of all the children. So big question which all can difference between an elevated action and charitable action. Baba is saying charity, not elevated. It's a very beautiful word. Like in India, they will use for this one is a Mahanatma, great soul. But when they say Punyatma, Punyatma means very incognito, but all the time doing charitable. Charitable actions, one is donation, right? There is a list of donation. You do tax exempt, everything is donation, right? But charity is something which goes beyond that. The Bab Dada was seeing the account of charity of all children because all of you are charitable souls. You all are Punyatma. You are accumulating accounts of charity for innumerable births for 5,000 years. How much charity did you accumulate throughout the whole day? Should be your chart in the night. How much service we do is very easy. So many programmed lectures, planned meetings, right? But by the night time, what you have to see? How much charity you did. How much charity did you accumulate throughout the day? You can check this lot for yours. You can check this for yourself. Can you not? One is to give a donation, another is to perform charity. You can check this for yourself, can you not? So I was saying charity has greater importance than a donation. An act of charity is an act of altruistic service. Act of charity is not something showy, but it is done from the heart. No acknowledgement needed, because that account of charity, the reward is God gives training. But not that also, act of charity, an act of charity is not showy, but is done from heart. A donation can either be showy or from your heart, but act of charity is in an act which you become what? Cooperative with the souls at the time of their need. That is, you are useful to them. So the example we gave, you can throw a party and put most expensive juices and everything. And if there is a child who is thirsty and you don't give water, so if you can give water to that child, is charity. But that party you gave so is no action, you know. And it's what they're doing these days. They're creating a lot of in India videos where, one thing in India, is about food. Some people do say, all these people are so fussy, they want their roti, sabji. But in India, they have a lot of street foods. And you will be surprised, every guru feeds 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 every day free in the temples, gurudwaras. You know about Sikh temples. Lot of, like they feed people. Lot of people feed. They are fed there. So Sominar and everyone, and it's very interesting that food is rest definitely. But what they always show that all those poor children come, everyone buys something for them. First, give a hungry child because you are eating, and that hungry child is looking at you. This is not good. No, we had this whole thing about when we come in the train, no, from Delhi to Abu. We used to go, and we Brahmins, we will take proper Brahma Bhojan for train. It's 24 hours. We will make fresh yogurt, and we will take hot milk, put yogurt, and also take hot water for tea and coffee also. But that's how we traveled when there was a time. So now there are some children around, right? So Dadi Prakashwani, this question came up. So they always said that when you are serving, if it one or two child are sitting, you should give them. If not, those who are sitting around, give totally to them. Because when you start eating, we used to open our big tiffins, right? And it starts smelling, whole compartment used to smell paneer and pakoras and all that. So we had one time a whole session of with Dadi Prakashwani thinking about we don't give, but what about these situations? So that is why Baba it's a comparison, charity and donation. So the soul who performs charitable actions receive blessings from the hearts of many souls. Because of the fruit because of the fruit he has claimed, a charitable soul is constantly beyond having blessings help them, beyond having arrogance or feeling of being humiliated. Abhiman and Apaman. It's only when you're receiving blessing you can have a stage which doesn't have ego or feel insulted. That means that's not you are creating that stage, but it's coming to you as a blessing. There are a lot of subtle blessings. When you get blessings, you attain those subtle stages in a very natural way. Importance of blessings, right? And that comes through charitable action. It's very interesting. A charitable soul overflows with the instant fruit he received from God's blessings and blessings from the soul. And that also a vision and attitude of a charitable soul. Now you are receiving a vision and attitude of a charitable soul gives others the experience of blessings. That is through your drishti, through your attitude, others feel they are getting blessings. When I am getting, and that is making me free from arrogance and humiliation, my capacity where others experience blessing, you don't give. They will experience blessing because of the vision and the attitude which you receive through blessings. Isn't it very, very deep, right? He is a carefree emperor. Charitable soul is a carefree emperor beyond having arrogance or feeling insulted. A charitable soul uses the power of his charity in his every thought. Now, charity is also coming through thought. Every moment of upheaval, something happening physically, internally, whatever, the moment of upheaval and in every action in a worthwhile way. Every thought, every moment. The sign of an account of charity accumulated. Now, how do I know what's your account? Are you all listening? Yeah. The sign of, because it's a long Murli and long morning for all of you. But sign of the account of charity accumulating is that waste finishes. So it's not only your effort, it's the blessings which you are receiving and acquiring some stage. One is beyond ego and humiliation. And now he is saying that there is no waste, no wasteful thoughts or time is wasted. So Baba said the sign of the account of charity accumulating is that waste finishes. Such a charitable soul claims the throne of the kingdom of the world. So check your account. To what extent have I become such a charitable soul? Punya Atma. If you are asked, are you a charitable soul? Are you all charitable souls? All of you would reply, what? Hanji, right? Would you not? Are you all charitable souls? Hanji, right? All of you are charitable souls, but number wise. Some are a bit strong, right? You know, it does happen sometimes that some bhog, sometimes some people like some bhog very much. Like I like what they make sweet, what they call it. This Sunday, no, this Thursday, they made it. Not halwa, lapsi. But it was very nice, right? And this time was thin crack than big ones. But I like both, and especially when it is made in brown sugar with coconut. The original one, right? Original from Madhuban. So after that, I said, can I have one extra spoon, right? Let's say you are serving and someone says, can I have little more? No, you greedy. Other one will say, no, because we had a lot of discussion. Other one will say, can you wait? Let me serve everyone. As soon as I finish, I can give you. And third one will say, it's all right. No, at this time, it's all. I mean, we don't want to form a habit, but also how do I respond to in certain little things? Because sometimes there are big issues. If somebody is a new and ask, and she was so upset, and she was a priestess in a church, I felt that was very rude not to give me another big thing, whatever. So it's like very subtly how, you know, how do we respond? There are so many little things like these happen. So Baba is saying that you are number wise, are you not? How many will sit on the throne in the golden age, silver ages? Will all of you sit on one throne same time? No. So all of you are number wise, are you not? Why is number created? What is the reason? Bab Dada especially checked the aspect, special aspect of the children. And what is that? That one thing becomes an obstacle to your becoming number one. So, one obstacle in becoming number one. Now, during the year of Tapasya, because 91 was declared year of Tapasya, does everyone have aim of becoming complete, or you want to still become number wise? You want to become complete, are you not? All of you speak one slogan and you also write it and you also display it. The slogan is give happiness and take happiness. That means we keep aim not to, whatever best we can, not to cause sorrow, even if we don't want it. That could be sanskar of someone taking sorrow, but still we have to be attentive. I all think I can be more careful, definitely. What you all think? Yes, we all agree. All of you speak one. So Baba said the slogan is give happiness, take happiness. Don't cause sorrow, don't take sorrow. This slogan is firm. So what was the result that Baba saw? The majority pays attention to not causing sorrow. Yeah, Baba says however, only half the slogan is okay. In terms of causing, you think you should not cause sorrow. But when it comes to taking, you say, that one caused me sorrow. This is why this happened. That me said this one said this, that is why this happened. Like, we give the reasons why I took sorrow. Because the way it was told to me, the way she looked at me, I really felt sorrow, right? So you say that one, you make a judgment in this way, don't you? You become your own lawyer at that time and present your case with all these points that it is right, was right for me to take sorrow. Okay, if that's what you want, right? But at least there is attention paid to half of the slogan. However, the attention paid to the other half the slogan is in the name only. That means that one caused sorrow, but why did you take it? We always have finger outside, always. But if you remember what Daddy says, you do 1 year, how many are towards yourself? 3. Really, I think if everyone does that, there is no problem. But because we always found my stage, even problem you are. It's my stage, but you are the problem. Or things are not happening right. Yoga is not the way it used to be. When I came 60 years, yoga was different, but principles are same. Yoga is different. It's so big now, so different, right? And everyone is different. They are not like dadis who came in the beginning and surrendered. Who is there like that? But if I keep my vision like that, we can looking at them, but not looking around, right? So they keep taking sorrow. And then it affects, please don't take sorrow. Anything happens, you have to, because these days there is already world of sorrow, so much sorrow. And then habit of taking sorrow makes it. Someone said, I feel like hell. So I said, many, when they are going through all this, feels like hell. So I said, Baba says, feel heaven. Baba says, so that one caused sorrow, but why did you take it? Who told you to take it? Somebody is forcing you to take them. Is it the father Shrimad to take sorrow? We follow Shrimad of food, this. But what I am taking is a food to the mind, no? Eat pure food. I don't want anyone to cook. I cook, Brahmins cook, everyone. And while taking sorrow, is not that food for the mind? So Baba says, is this father's Srimad take sorrow? Underline. To fill your apron with sorrow is Baba Srimad. So don't cause sorrow and don't take sorrow. Only then you will become a charitable soul. Because when you have sorrow, then you isolate yourself and you can't give happiness to others. Gradually, then more sorrow, isolation. I don't belong, nobody loves me. Everybody loves everyone, honestly. But you have to receive that love too, right? So Baba is saying, therefore, taking any sorrow they cause you in the form, take any sorrow they cause you in the form of happiness. I was telling them that every step we took, we were given some teachings by Dadis. Every step. And those teachings of my Laukik and Alaukik has made me what I am. Not knowledge. So like, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you should. Not like I'm trying to make you understand, but they said so many beautiful things from our daddies. But these days you can't say, right, why are you scolding me? What did I say you calling it scolding? Why you are scolding me? Only word comes out is scolding instead of saying thank you for your teachings, right? So you just remain in silence, right? So Baba says, bring about transformation in you. What is that? Changing sorrow into speak, no? So what kind of world we doing now? Changing world of sorrow into happiness. World of sorrow into world of happiness. So what transformation I have to bring? change sorrow, because we are the world transformers, right? So first transformation is my transformation, changing sorrow into happiness. Very simple. And then you become instrument for changing world of sorrow into world of happiness. So Baba is saying, bring about transformation, only then you will be called a tapasvi. Now, definition of tapasya, not very big. The transformation you bring, that means you are tapasvi. So consider when you are being defamed as a praise. That's what Baba said, no, last version. Those who defame you, they are your friends. Because those who praise you, you don't know what wrong you're doing. It's not good to be surrounded by people who always say, very good, very good. Acha, acha. My life, I always have some people who are very critical, and that helped me because I know that can't be like this way, can't be. So don't be comfortable with and be surrounded by yes people, yes men. Right? There is a big stories about them. Always, yes, it's all right. No, somebody criticizes. There are two reasons. One is yes, there is something I need to improve. Second, also could be my test. Third, I see also sanskar. Some people, they must talk in a critical way, always. So that's also fine too, because now I know when you say it's your sanskar. But if it's my test, I am passed with honor. If I have to change, thanks. You brought to my notice, I will do that. These are three responses we can give for defamation. Don't see them with that vision of that they are defaming. They may insult you, you must offer them flowers. You will then be called a charitable soul. So, what's charity? People ask. No, it's not elevated action, charity. Embrace those who insult you with your heart. Anyone says something, thank you. I mean, that's how it used to be. Now is different. Now is you don't speak, you make faces, you can just say goodbye. Embrace those who insult you with your heart. Don't embrace them, externally, superficially, but your heart, with your heart and mind, because you feel sorry for their sanskar, because they're causing sorrow to themselves. Such souls are never happy. And you feel so, for me, I really feel mercy and I tell Baba, to give some blessings so that the soul doesn't keep hurting herself. Because there is no anger now, there's nothing but just lot of mercy on souls, right? Because people are making effort for 30 years, 40 years, but some sanskars keep popping up and cause them like going from up the top to bottom, and you feel, no, please don't do that to yourself. So Baba says, so this is the aspect that becomes an obstacle in your being to accumulate your account of charity. I must not cause sorrow. I must not cause it, but I must not take it either. Since it is anything good, why do you take that rubbish and accumulate? You told me this, and I thought about 20 times you told me this. Who gave sorrow to whom? Hmm? You gave me once, and I am giving myself hundreds of times. And volume keep increasing, and my head is blasting. My heart is, somebody said, my heart hurts. I said, why your heart hurts? Because the accumulation. No? So, Lord, it's very, very subtle, but I know we all have experience of that. So Baba says, when you take sorrow, you accumulate rubbish. What will emerge from rubbish? Little bit, know, sometimes something falls. You see whole big queue of the ants coming, right? Or mosquitoes. What is born from rubbish. So if I have rubbish, sometimes some people think so much like and say something drastically about souls, and that's rubbish somewhere accumulating. You come up with those thoughts, then you say those words, and it's very sinful. So charity and sin, whether I accumulate charity or sin, right? So Baba says germs in the form of traces of a sin. Some things we say about certain people, and when I hear, I said, I immediately say that's a sin that I won't accept. And anyone who does it, right? You don't commit big sins, but traces of sin now remain, but there shouldn't be even a trace. One slogan has become firm for everyone. We didn't want it to happen, but it happened. And then they talk about it. Okay, you have thoughts, at least finish those germs there, virus, treat them there, but then they create whole atmosphere like that. If you didn't want to happen, who all else wanted it to happen that you say it? So Baba says, is there any other soul who says through you? It should not happen, but it happens. Who is saying this? So Baba is saying, is any other soul saying, or are you saying? You will not prove your tapasya. You will not prove your tapasya through these things. Whatever should not happen, whatever should not be done, or what or for not to happen to be done is a sign of a charitable soul. Bab Dada receives such stories from many children every day. When a story begins, right, is it a Ramayana? Ramayana means jealousy. Bhagavad means power struggle. Whole Bhagavad was about power, and whole Ramayana began from jealousy, right, of the maid of one of the queen. It's always, you see, when people do it, we know there is a little this germ with not visible is jealousy. Jealousy is so subtle that these words of comparison and competition. No comparison, no competition. But there is jealousy or other side, either you want to be something and you're not getting it, and then you're making it like stories. So Baba is saying what? Baba doesn't like stories, right, these days. So Babdada receives such stories from many children every day. When they speak, they tell a story in such an interesting way that one keeps listening. This happened, then that happened, then that happened, right? It kept happening. Today it is the last dip of this year's meeting. Your is also last dip, right? So Baba says that all of you have come for a dip, have you not? On the path of devotion too, when they take a last step, they definitely have one thought or another. They either sacrifice themselves or they have some selfish motive. They have both types of thought. So during the year of tapasya, have the thought throughout the day that with my thoughts, my words, with my deeds, I will be a charitable soul and always perform charity. You were just told about a sign of charity. The instant fruit of charity is that blessings are received from every soul, and charity is accumulated in every thought. Blessings are accumulated through your words, and thanks from everyone's heart should emerge for your cooperation in your relationships and connections. Don't cut off relationship connection. Take blessings, take blessings, take blessings, give blessings. This is called tapasya. Tapasya is not 5 hours yoga, 8 hours yoga. That's good. But in relationships and connection, a tapasvi soul, a charitable soul, the definition. So Baba says that thanks from everyone's heart should emerge for your cooperation in your relationship and connection. That's called tapasya. Such tapasya will become the basis for world transformation. You will receive a prize with such a result. So then don't tell any stories about what happened. Actually, all the teachers should claim first number. Yes, you all are teachers, right? Along with them, the Madhuban residents should also claim it. Why not? Why is that? The wave of Madhuban, wave of instrument teachers easily can reach those in household and godly students. So we have to do it first, right? We have to do it. Feeling hot, we can turn on, open the door maybe a little. So all of you will claim number one ahead anyway. Yes. It will now be seen whose names come up for the prize. What is the prize? Will it be the names of teachers, of Madhuban Nivasis, or of godly students? That means even students are margin. Double foreigners are also making intense efforts. So Bab Dada has many prizes. Wherever, whoever wishes to claim them can do so. Baba has lots of prizes and surprises, right? Prizes and surprises. The treasure store is full. All of you have come to this gathering. Did you enjoy it, or was there some difficulty? Baba is asking this gathering. No difficulty? Anyone? If you don't want to say publicly, tell one of the rain welcomed you. We have cold rain, everything. The rain welcome you, for nature also has love for you. You didn't get frightened, did you? You have received good mountain, have you not? So thanks those who cook, had been cooking, you now they're in kitchen. So Baba says you have been pushed around for 63 birds. You have now found the destination. You at least have 3 square feet of land. Such a huge hall has been built, and so you increase the beauty of the hall because it is full. So the hall is being used in a worthwhile way. We had meditation hall, then we had, now Diamond Hall is also full. There wasn't any difficulty, was there? You all okay? No difficulty? However, this doesn't mean that you keep holding gatherings like this. In the sense, more crowd had come. So on one side, Baba is comforting them, other saying, don't break the rules. Come as you are given the numbers, right? The facilities also have to come with the creation. Acha. To all the elevated souls who are children and so masters. Palak Sumali. So the charitable soul, Punyatma, who constantly accumulate charity at every step, and to the special souls who are constantly seated on the heart throne and have a right to the throne of the world. To the souls who are master oceans of happiness and constantly give happiness and take happiness. To the children who are master bestowers, who remain constantly happy, giving happiness to everyone. Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Just few lines. Bab Dada speaking to Dadis now. Baba always used to talk to Dadis. Bab Dada saw what he saw. All Maharatis did very good service from their hearts of making. What is good service? Of making everyone powerful. And so there is no need for Baba to thank you, for you have accumulated a lot in your accounts. You have accumulated very big accounts. Bab Dada is more than multi-million times pleased to see the courage, the zeal and enthusiasm of Mahavir children. You maintained courage and the gatherings remained constantly tied with the thread of love, and there was therefore success. The gathering is strong, is it not? The small rosary is strong. The bracelet is ready. The rosary is not ready, but bracelet at least is ready, is it not? This is why even a small rosary is worship. They have rosary also of 9, then 108, then bigger. The big one is still being prepared, but that will also be prepared. That will also has to be prepared. You have told that some, I'm turning page, but it's not full page, right? Don't worry. It's just a part. The beads are ready for a big rosary. Beads are ready, but Baba can't make still rosary. There is a small margin for making the beads come together. The small garland is being prepared very well. Because of this small garland, there is easy success, and success is always garlanded around the necks of the beads of the garland. A tilak of victory is applied. Babdada is pleased multi-million times. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations to all of you. You are the instruments. Father is Karan Karavanar, and you are the ones who do it. You are the ones who are instruments who do it. The Father is backbone. This is why it is very good. You have fulfilled the responsibility. What is the responsibility? Of love and sustenance very well. Responsibility of what you have taken, love and sustenance. This morning, today's blessing, may you become an embodiment of success. May you become the embodiment of success by receiving good fruit from the seeds of good thoughts. For souls who are embodiment of success, which we all are, right? The souls who are embodiment of success, their every thought for themselves. Always remember, every thought is first for you. Even you thinking for others, but it's first for you. Always remember that. So and so is like that. No, thought is in your mind, so you are that. For the souls who are embodiment of success, their every thought for themselves and others would be fruitful. They receive success from every act they do. The words they speak become practical, and this is why they are called true versions. Every thought, word, and action of souls who are embodiment of success will bring them success. They will not be wasted. If a seed of thought is very good, but the fruit that emerges from it is not good, then the land of determined dharana is not good. That means the seed is sown. If land is not good, that means the fruit will not be good. That means something missing. And what is that? Determination. Determined dharana is not good, or something is lacking in their paying attention to. Slogan is, if you want to be freed from waves of sorrow, perform every action as a karma yogi. Not only karma, but karma and yoga. Karma yogi, there are very few karma yogi. A lot of people do karmas and some do yoga. If you can be a karma yogi, today is the third Sunday World Meditation Hour, and all Raj Yogis, Tapasvi, brothers and sisters sit special meditation from 6:30 to 7:30, especially at the time of having yoga. Now, what to do? Be stable in your subtle angelic form, and while touring around the world, sit with that, and touring around the world, do the service of giving light and might to all the souls and also to the matter. Thank you, and Om Shanti. Quite big listening, right? Yeah, but I really amazed that Baba is ocean of knowledge, but the way he, you know, okay, I heard that Nirvar Bhai, Vodiban has this thought, she tried to contact Nirvar Bhai and she will welcome. He first said, not practical, but he agreed. This will happen, but also there is a Toli. And what we did, because you all brought so many, we were not many days. So all the Tolis variety, we made box for each one of you to take back and share with the family. And also we have a gift brought by Kusum Ben. Will show. It's very beautiful, and also Ranjan Ben. So you will get all the main centers will get a box. Everyone will get a box. Gita Parshala, but gifts are only for centers. So first, those who are center coordinators will come take the gift. Totally. Let's go not by Avyakt plain Shantivan cottage nearby school. Nepal, body. You want to sell?
Yeah, but can we screen?
Can we see?
Screening down.
Screen down, please.
Yes, they're doing. They're fixing here. Hello. They're whereby.
Jivan.
Good morning here. Good evening, yours. So lovely to see you. We know listening to voice and seeing is different. So now we'll be seeing you and also listening. And Vadi Ben had the thought, and I think she got accomplished. Vadi Ben is saying something. and everyone looking forward to get your blessings.
Still
Because-
waiting to see his image.
Let me check. Check.
Oh,
Can,
most.
Nirvay Bhai, can you see the
Can you
family
see
here?
everyone?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Nirvai.
Welcome to Peace Village.
100,000 welcomes. I know that you don't do this so much anymore and that you really made a special effort for the teachers and all the instruments of the USA.
My salutations and Om Shanti to all the responsible instruments from all over USA.
And a welcome from Caliban.
So,
Any other place,
Nirvay
whichever.
Bhaiji, we are seeing you in Peace Village, feeling you in Peace Village. The sparrows are welcoming you in Peace Village. Remember that scene when the
Little-
5 sparrows?
Little sparrows, yes.
The little sparrows. Okay, all right, sure. So warm welcome. We've been waiting to connect to Madhuban and of course to you. So please go ahead. I think you can see the crowd, right? It's a beautiful gathering. Baba called it a Sangam this morning, Sangam of rivers. So they are.
And of course, when Nirvai comes, the whole of Madhuban comes. We've been missing Madhuban. Okay, over to you, dear brother.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Madhuban is presently hosting a big conference. It's religious conference where religious leaders, especially some of them are of very high level and of course belonging to different sections of path of bhakti. So they are all having their sessions and all around Madhuban is quiet at this time, especially today being third Sunday. So everyone is observing silence because of third Sunday. And I'm so happy to be communicating with respected Didi Mohini and Wadi and Dr. and others, so many brothers and sisters from all over Americas. It's my fortune that I am able to speak to every one of you this evening from Madhuban Shantivan. These are the days which will return only after 5,000 years.
Mhm.
Best time for everyone who has been practicing Sahaj Yoga meditation. In India, at present, there is a lot of activity going on. This morning, I saw the newspaper and our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi is visiting his home state, Gujarat, especially
His mother.
meeting his mother, who
Turned 100.
who has entered today 100th year of her age. And so the pictures which have appeared in the paper, very beautiful pictures where the Prime Minister is not behaving as Prime Minister, but as
Son, as a son.
Mataji's very favorite son, who is doing all sorts of rituals, washing her feet and feeding her with sweets. So that's something very, very interesting, great thing for others to learn. And on this day, he has also kept himself busy in setting up some of the new educational institutions and providing some scholarships and other things. Though he has his innovative new plans, but as is always there, wherever there is a democracy, there are oppositions. And so in India, there are some people who are not happy with what plans he has for the future of Bharat. But anyway, coming back to our own world,
That's right.
here we are having very good programs. Brothers and sisters have been coming to Shantivan, Gyan Sarovar, and Madhuban, especially Pandav Bhavan, for special 5-day Bhatti programs. And everyone has definitely and not only enjoyed but empowered himself or herself through special connection with Avyakt Bap Dada and observing silence. Most of the time, everyone observes silence except the classes they hear from senior sisters and brothers. So these are the activities going on at present. In addition, I'm sure you must have come to know, as is usual, there are many programs already announced for Shantivan and for Madhuban or Gyan Sarovar. So it's a continuous yajna, I should say, Gyan Yagya, or you can say the BKs, they have grand plans to serve the world. And for that, their vibrations of peace, divine virtues, love, and of course, spiritual outlook, spiritual interactions, that is being noticed and observed by most of the people around us, whether here at the headquarters or at the centers. People are paying attention to what Brahma Kumaris worldwide are doing at this time. And all are looking up to our senior sisters to guide the people on the path of meditation. And I'm sure everywhere, all over Bharat, as well as in many parts of the world, our sisters and brothers will be connecting their own psyche with the Supreme Being and spreading the vibrations all around. That's the way we can serve the whole world. Reaching everyone physically is very difficult. It may not be possible at all. But as we listen from Baba's Avyakt Murlis, the message must reach each and every person on earth. So you can imagine 725, 30 crores all around the world. How will the message reach? So it's through the pure vibrations which we spread in silence during meditations. And Raj Yoga meditation is the one which is highest, which we all have learned down the years. And that has brought a very good feeling in our hearts that the human being, human soul is supreme, not as Supreme Father, but in doing all the actions. And being soul conscious makes us feel very close to the Supreme Being. And because of that, we are able to conquer all our weaknesses and at the same time empower ourselves completely in such a way that all the shortcomings which have been there because of our past 63 lives, they will be slowly and slowly totally conquered. This is one of my latest experiences when the soul becomes free from all bondages and even the bondage of the body. Then there is such a great feeling of super sensuous joy all the time. And there is 100% positivity in the thought, and always thinking of betterment of other fellow beings. So this is what I would suggest, that we should continue with our efforts to reach our final stage of complete piety, purity, and become fully knowledgeful about the self, the supreme, and the karmic accounts, how to settle those accounts and become free, totally free from the past. I'm very happy that I'm able to speak to all the sisters and brothers from Americas. It's a great honor for me to be speaking to all of you. Thank you very much. And if you have anything to ask, any questions, you may please ask. Om Shanti.
The message you just gave, Nirverba, is very similar to the Bhog message from Sister Mohini this morning, that everything should be seen through the eye of Gyan. And in seeing through the eye of Gyan, you will see the truth. And so it's as if you just reaffirmed what had been said this morning from the subtle region.
Thoda uncha karo isko.
Loudly, he says, little loud.
Want to repeat?
Can you
What do you mean? Speak again. You can
She-
hear.
louder? No.
Nirverba, what I was sharing, that what you shared is the same as the Bhog message that came this morning through Didi. And that
Ji.
is to see everything through the eye of Gyan, through the eye of knowledge. And whatever you're seeing through the eye of knowledge, you are seeing the truth.
Ji.
So you affirmed the message. So you must have been in the subtle region too, no?
Well, this is one of my normal practices these days for over a year or so, that when I do meditation in the morning, one is when I'm all alone with Baba, myself, that is between 4 and 5. From 5:15 Indian time, 5:15 to 5:45, or maybe even 6 o'clock, I continue to travel and personally greet every one of you. I don't know whether you get it or not, but this has been my practice continuously for over a year.
This is AM
And,
talking.
and this is something which brings lot of inner joy, inner happiness, and inner satisfaction to me, and very helpful in maintaining my own stage at a very high level during the entire 24 hours of the day. I have to deal with so many things here. Yajna is great, yajna is big, and when there is any big existence anywhere, you know that there are sometimes some difficulties also. But My faith in Baba, my faith in drama is very firm. And I enjoy that. Sometimes we get to know some of the news here from here and there, which are not very useful, very helpful for the unity of this great yajna. But I know they are all very temporary things which come and go. But Baba's faithful children who have personally met Baba, who have personally met our elders, dadis, and dadas, and so everyone knows what is the best for us and what is our aim, how each one of us are making efforts, sincere efforts to reach our final goal of self-perfection and become Baba's most valuable, worship-worthy deity jewels.
Om Shanti Nirvibhai. So nice to hear all the news there, especially knowing about the silence that's being incorporated in the 5-day bhakti that you're saying. That's very inspiring. And we are also on the 3rd day today of our bhakti. Not so much silence, but today in the evening we will do silence, right? Yes. So thank you. And today happens to be a very special day here, Father's Day. So we pay our tributes to, of course, Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, all the other fathers, but you being with us, I think, is very significant also on this Father's Day, because we are, for most of us, I think, the closest one that we can imagine. The closest one to Brahma Baba, that father figure, is probably you. So happy Father's Day for all the sustenance that all of us have received over the years. Of course, our big brother, but also a happy Father's Day from all of us. Thank you so much for joining us. And Mohini Didi has something very special for you, as you can see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On behalf of this unlimited family of angels, I present you with this one flower of appreciation. And I was just adding a word when you were giving the timings that he's talking about AM, right? AM, not PM. 4 o'clock, then 4:45, and world tour, and sharing good wishes and blessings with us early morning hours. It's a very ideal practice. I think we all should do it. And for me, I am so internally divided or present so much in Madhuban, and physically not being there. But yeah, and I know this beautiful Sammelan Bridgman Bhai had been communicating. So, but thank you very much, Nirvar Bhai, being present with us. Thank you on behalf.
Thank you so much, Moiniben. Wish you very healthy life, because you are so precious for the yajna, and not just Americas, but now the whole yajna belongs to you already, and everyone looks up to you for guidance, for sustenance, and of course, as is usual, someone who is very positive and friendly. So, wish you the best of health and hope to see you soon in Madhuban.
Yes, sure. Yeah. Definitely.
And I wish that all my dear divine sisters from America, brothers and sisters both, you are able to visit Madhuban now so that we see the beauty of Madhuban, as Baba has said. Madhuban is, Baba is for not just Bharatvasis, but for the whole world. So we like to have again our global get-togethers at the earliest.
Yeah, we are planning all the double foreigners to come, and also we are requesting Muni the dates for having our NCCCC retreat in February. So
Ji.
everyone is saying goodbye to you and Om Shanti, and
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Om Shanti.
thank you, thank you, thank you for your
thank you.
presence. Okay, have a moment of silence. And and also our good wishes for your health, and continue.
Thank
We all are
Thank you.
together.
Thank you.
you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We have a small segment for all our other fathers here. So here we go.
We know we've all been fathers many times and mothers, but this is a very special time to be a father at the confluence age. So we would like to invite all those brothers that are also fathers in this birth to come up and stand on the riser. Don't be bashful. Fathers are not bashful.
It's Father's Day again.
It's Father's Day.
Today's Father's Day.
Yes.
We celebrated before, so
Yeah, you celebrated a week ahead. All those that have been fathers in this birth, come stand up here in your dignity. Oh my God, look at all these wonderful faces. This is amazing. Okay. And you can take the masks down and face this way, not towards Didi. Come on up. Yeah, come. We try to squeeze you up there. You know the specialty of the fathers at this time in the confluence age is that this is the diamond age. And so you are diamond fathers because you've been created by the diamond. The one diamond. You have to come closer this way. Get up a little bit closer. No hugging, but just a little closer. Bob and by, a little closer. So that, and so you're all diamond fathers. And what does that mean? You just not only have the qualities of the father, but you've become a Vishnu father. In other words, the femininity and the masculinity, the mother and the father. And we're going to be brief because we know it's been a long morning. I'd like to call on Sister Colleen, who's my father.
Oh, she's my father. She gave me the chorus. Om Shanti. So we want to invite the fathers to go into a moment of silence and think, what is that virtue and power that you brought into your fatherhood, and share that with us. And if you don't want to share, you don't have to, just your silence and your drishti. But if you'd like to share, we would love to hear
We hear on the path of devotion the word of the Father. And so we want to hear yours.
One word.
One word. And I also wanted to invite Adi up because he's going to give a gift.
Gentleness, courage, courage, determination, responsibility, care, support, stability, compassion, protection, caring, Bharat, happiness, being a friend, be a humble, love and care.
Thank you so much.
Everyone can turn around, show your beautiful faces, exchange drishti with Didi.
This way. Give chair to Kalamini. बस और भी कुछ है क्या? जब आएंगे